scientific spirituality. My name is Remains if you're West. If this is your first time on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is the place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstition, and the concept from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I am going to be talking about the topic of afterlife, path walking, and reincarnation. This is a trending topic right now. It's a sort of trending topic. How do I know? Lots of subscribers have been asking me about the afterlife. What happens when we die? If I have been there, and what to expect, and how to prepare for better afterlife. How do we come back to this earth if we are going to reincarnate at all? How do we come back in a better situation, in a better state, as a better person, as a highly evolved being? By highly evolved being, people want to come back as a well-to-do person, somebody that is rich, that have a very good life, probably from a good family that is wealthy. They want to be born with a silver spoon on a platter of gold or on a bed of roses. They want to be highly intelligent. They want to be very renowned. People are talking about these things that, and this is our regular wishes, that if I want to come back to this life, I'm going to reincarnate back. I want to be a rich person. I would like to be this. I would like to be that. Nobody to suffer. Nobody wants to see pain and hardship. So there have been this trend, this situation whereby we have been seeing spiritualists, fellow spiritualists, practitioners coming out and saying that they are offering rites and spells that they are selling to people. Afterlife path walking spell that if they perform this ritual for you, you are going to be assured of a well-to-do afterlife. Than if you die, you are going to see yourself in a very better situation, in a high level realm. And you are going to reincarnate back. You are going to reincarnate in a very good place. You are going to reincarnate as a very intelligent person, a person with full mental capability, a person with full memory, with full psychic abilities. This is what some spiritualists are currently offering. They are selling these rituals right now. There's even one in my inbox that have been sending me these emails to sign up for his afterlife path walking ritual so that I can come back to this earth as a highly evolved soul. So the funny thing is that people are actually buying these rituals. They are buying these rites because they want to come back as a better person, as a rich person. So I want to talk about this issue today if it is possible. And I also had my 2 cents on the issue. This is a live chat. If you have any questions as well concerning this afterlife issue and reincarnation, you can ask the question. If I see it, I will respond. So for my observations about this trend, I would like to say that for the issue of afterlife, we're all born with that mentality as Christians and Muslims. Those two are even easier. Have dichotomy. If you are good and you are obedient to their religion till death, you are going to go to heaven. If you are disobedient to religion, you are going to hell. Their problem is solved. So we don't need to talk about those people. We're talking about spiritualists now, spiritual people like me and you, that are on this path. We don't have heaven, we don't have hell, because we know that those places, they don't exist. They are only state of the mind. But we know the soul exists, the spirit exists, that tiny thing they call divine spark, that light of illumination that is animating everything in nature, that is animating everybody, including me. That divine spark that came to mix with the terrestrial solid to make us humans. So quite naturally, when we also transition, our physical body will naturally go back to terra, to the end, come from the source. So what we need to determine now is that where in the scale or sphere of a celestial ranking or locational position is this divine spark is going to return to. That is what we need to know. And from my own uh, belief, or from my own understanding of this very thing, is that everybody have different level of polarity. Everybody have different vibrational frequency. Everybody have different state of mind. So nature is vast, and whether you like it or not, everything that we experience in life, the good, the bad, the ugly, the evil, is all part of nature. So for my own understanding, the person, the soul of that person, or the divine spark, we naturally uh, migrates to wherever the frequency of that spark resonates with. That is what I am very sure of. I'm very confident about. I believe in the physics theory of like attracting like, and the soul have a certain vibration, or a light frequency have a certain vibration. It's only natural that it will go to where it's kind of emitting the same frequency with it. Just like you send a signal or a radio wave into the universe or the atmosphere, the alternating receiver, transceiver, or transmitting station is going to receive it. And then when they are aligned, they have a communication. The same thing that have the same frequency is going to connect with it. So if there is anybody that is running at the same frequency at that time, they will intercept that signal that is being had. So when the person crosses over and that light escapes into the universe, quite naturally, any transmitting station that is nearby that is transmitting the same signal wavelength will link up with that very soul spark, and they will connect. So what it naturally means is that your state of mind, your personality, the way you think, the way you see life, will always resonate with the same kind of people that are thinking the same way like you. So if you are a good person, you believe in living in harmony, you believe in love, peace, tranquility, how will I say, the finalities of life, honesty, integrity, tranquility, you will naturally resonate with the beings or the kind of people that are on that frequency. But if you are somebody that have lots of baggages, always sad, depressed, angry, unsure of the future, always uncertain, having a lot of anxiety, worries, hatred, with bodies, celestial bodies that are also vibrating on that the same level. So they say you are as you think in a certain way. A man is as a man thinks, or something like that. So we naturally equate those higher vibrations of love, light, and goodness as upwards, while the lower vibrations of anger, hate, pain, we always align them with the lower spheres of things. So when somebody dies, quite naturally, the soul spark we go to any place that have this kind of mentality or orientation with that person. So based we don't really need to pay anybody any money to do any certain kind of ritual for us to have a better afterlife when we come, because it's not actually necessary. It's not actually necessary because your lifestyle and your out view of life, the way you see life, is what is going to determine where you are going to end up when you cross over. I will not say die, because this is only we are here on a journey. Life is a journey process. When you transition, the way you think is where exactly you are going to see yourself. So if you are somebody that is interested in the spiritual ideas, the higher things of life, you will naturally gravitate towards that very place, that very sphere. But if you are somebody that is very, very much attached to this physical health. Somebody that is, let's say, very selfish, very greedy. These capitalist human beings that we have that only care about the physical life. They believe nothing spiritual. They believe there's no spiritual essence. You are going to still be tied down to this very physical earth in a way. Some of those kind of beings are the ones we see roaming around like ghosts, senseless ghosts that they have nowhere they are going. They have no idea what they are doing. They are just kind of trapped here because this is all they know. So that's, if you, in my own opinion, once again, I'm not speaking for everybody. This is why I see the issue. If you really want to get a better afterlife, my suggestion is that you should try to forget about getting a better afterlife. It's unnecessary, totally unnecessary. What you need to be focusing on in this very life you are seeing, face-to-face life you are living, you are feeling, try to focus on living a good life here. Focus on taking care of yourself. Try to take care of the environment as much as possible. Try to live in peace and harmony with your fellow man, and try to develop that burning desire to get as much spiritual knowledge as possible, and you should try to improve on this life in your own small way to bring a little light and happiness to this very place you in your own small manner. By doing these little things, you are actually creating a better afterlife for you, because you will naturally resonate with those deities that have the same kind of mindsets with you, that believe in what you are doing, that stand for what you are doing, that support what you are doing, that emanate what you are doing. You don't even need to know these deities by name. You don't need to have an altar to them. You don't need to worship them. You don't need to even give offering to them. Just by doing their actions, you are actually in service to them. So it's not every time you must set an altar before you venerate a deity. Just by doing things that are good, things that are in line with them, you're already venerating that spirit. So that is what you need to be focusing on. That is, I think, is the most important thing to do if you want to get a better afterlife. If you think that any such thing, any path walking, this is the path walk, this is the way you need to be walking, this is the path that you need to be walking on. Okay, so anybody asking you for money to do a afterlife path walking so that you can be a better person or you can end up at a better place, it's unnecessary, please. It's a lie, and it's scam once again. Then for the issue of reincarnation, it is almost still the same. A family that is already well made. Some people will say it's full. They want to have soft landing when they come back to life, so they don't suffer. They just enjoy all through. But one thing you need to understand is that life is also full of suffering. Suffering is part of life, and this hardship of life is what makes you strong. It's what makes you get character. And we can't really escape this. If you want to really live a good life, you want to be in a place to impact positive influence on people, you have to witness some sort of pain in a way. You have to understand life and how it works. So is we not all, or we cannot all come to life in a very good place where you be inside, you're born into a silver spoon. So once again, we cannot really predict where we are going to reincarnate from. So anybody that is still asking you that a path walking will make you reincarnate in a very wealthy family, we make you reincarnate with super intelligence, it is still not right in a way. It's still not necessary. For your reincarnation too to be good, you still need to live a very good life in this very physical life you are in now, and you still need to try to acquire as much spiritual knowledge and wisdom as possible, so that your spiritual evolution will be very, very rapid. So that when you are coming back to this life, you are coming with a very, very matured, spiritually matured and sound mind that have the capacity to withstand any kind of suffering or pain or challenge that they will see, and still be able to bear good fruits upon this planet, and still be able to make a positive impact upon this planet. That is what you need to focus on doing. We cannot determine which family we are going to reincarnate from. We cannot be able to do anything to choose the family you reincarnate from. That you, if you do this spell, you are going to come out in a good family. You're going to come out in America or come out in a very nice country. You will escape suffering. It's not like that. Nobody can determine. Only the universe can determine where you are going to come out from. Okay. Anybody, once again, that is telling you that they have the power to determine your next point of reincarnation, that one is another scam again. Okay. Now, people are charging hundreds of dollars to do rights to determine people's next incarnation. I don't know how that works, but I know that that thing is a fraud, because you are never going to know the result until after you die, and nobody comes back from death to say anything. So you should be wise, because this is the trend now, and this is what I am seeing every day, and people actually believe in this shit. So if you ask me what I think about it, this is what I think about this path walking, life, afterlife path walking, and reincarnation. Okay, some people reincarnate inside the same family, some reincarnate across race lines. Still yet, nobody have a definite uh, standard or reincarnation. It's only the universe that will decide where you can come out from. I've seen white people reincarnate in Africa. I've seen African people reincarnate as white people. There are some funny stories that we have seen that we just cannot explain. We just cannot explain them. So this is for the universe to decide. So not any man will tell you that they are a grandmaster, they can do this. This is beyond spare of, I will say, regular humans like us. Okay? Even if we are practicing spirituality, we call ourselves masters. This very reincarnation thing, I don't believe anybody can, any so-called spiritual master can predict where anybody is going to reincarnate from, and can determine, can even do ritual to choose it. I don't believe that stuff. In African spirituality, we don't believe that stuff. So this thing is not it's not true. Okay. So this is my take on this very issue on the subject of reincarnation and afterlife. If you want to have a better reincarnation or better so-called afterlife, try to live this life very well. Try to do something good with this life. Live in harmony with your life and aspire for higher things in life, so that you can be able to develop a good sense of spiritual maturity, so that when you go into the next life with this knowledge and with this consciousness. So when you are coming back with advanced knowledge, because you have already gone through most of the lessons before, so you know exactly what you are coming to do. Okay, that is my take on this issue. So this is what I have to say. Questions or comments are welcome. Once again, please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel. If you are interested in taking your spirituality to the next level, I have a website called Kindoki.net. You can sign up for my classes there, where you will see me doing actual spells and making offerings and things that you need to know how to do in the area of African spirituality. So that being said, I wish you a very wonderful weekend, and I'll be seeing you again. Take care. God bless. Peace.